Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. Look, I'm going to break it down like this to you. If you like WWE content, you're a WWE fan, then this will be the channel for you if you choose to subscribe to this channel. We post WWE content every single week, and now we do live watch-alongs. I watch Raw, Smackdown. Everyone joins in, and we all watch together. Get in the comments. We all talk in the comments together. It's truly a really fun time. I enjoy it, and if that's your type of thing, subscribe to this channel. Oh, my friends, I hope you've had a good weekend. I am recording this on Monday before Monday Night Raw. I wanted to check in with you guys. I didn't record over the weekend. I had a weekend to just kind of chill out, catch up on some stuff. I celebrated a birthday, not mine, on Saturday, so the day was pretty packed with a lot of stuff to do. But I did watch SmackDown. We did the live watch-along on SmackDown, so anybody who joined that stream, I appreciate you. I don't think it was that many, to be honest. Raw usually has a lot more viewers. This is my first time I did SmackDown in, I think, a few weeks or maybe longer than that. I'm not sure. The goal is to keep doing them just as long as you guys would like it. You know what I mean? This is what this channel is going to be. It's going to be a lot of like, is this the kind of stuff you like? Then I'm going to explore it. And if not, I might change some stuff up. So if you guys enjoy the watch-alongs, I would like to keep doing them with you. A few things I wanted to talk about that happened on SmackDown that kind of caught my eye a little bit. It got me thinking, like the whole Alexa Bliss stuff with Charlotte. It's fine because I think it's working. I don't know if the goal was. It kind of seems to me like the goal was to get people to start cheering for Charlotte again. And I think the way you do that is you put her with somebody as lovable and adored as Alexa Bliss. Fine. Good strategy, good game plan. I'm all for it. It seems to be working. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. My only issue is, if it even is an issue, I thought with Alexa Bliss coming back, I thought, it was never confirmed, but there was certainly a bunch of teases. There was a lot of insinuating that she was going to be a part of or join the Wyatt Six in some kind of way. I don't know if plans have changed. I don't know because I think the Wyatt Six dealt with a bunch of injuries recently that they wanted to keep Bliss on TV and have her doing things. I don't know. I don't know what it is. My only thing is that Alexa Bliss looks like she is part of the Wyatt Six. Like, even though she's not in the group, she looks like she's part of the group. She's wearing like the Fiend Forever jacket. The way she dresses, the doll, like everything about her screams Wyatt Six. And I'm thinking like, okay, I thought the plan, even though it wasn't ever confirmed or announced, was to put her with them. If that's not the plan, fine, but can we go back to the Alexa Bliss of yesteryear? Can we go back to a different looking Alexa Bliss? I don't really have a problem with how she looks and how she acts, but it's kind of just like, I kind of feel like her character does not match up with the way she looks, if that makes any sense. I feel like something is just a little off there. I don't know if the ultimate plan is to put her with the Six. I don't know if the plan is to never put her with the Six. My only comment, I guess, would be is that she looks like she's in the Wyatt Six without them telling us that she's in the Wyatt Six. And the way her character acts with Charlotte is very fun-loving, and it just doesn't match the creepy doll and the creepiness that she portrays by what she wears. I don't know. Am I way off on this? Am I the only one that feels this way? Let me know what you think. It's not an issue because I love Bliss. She's great. But it's just like, I feel like there's a disconnect somewhere. One thing I wanted to mention was the SummerSlam card. Look, we're like less than 2 weeks away now from SummerSlam. Maybe exactly, roughly. Maybe we're at 2 weeks. I gotta look at the calendar. But we're about 2 weeks away from SummerSlam. Does this year feel different to you? Because to me, this year doesn't really feel like SummerSlam. It's weird. And this is the first year they're doing the 2 nights, and I think the plan is to go do 2 nights going forward, which is great. I love 2-night events in WWE. I love WrestleMania being 2 nights. I think I'm going to love SummerSlam being 2 nights. I love WWE that much that I am completely 100% fine devoting an entire weekend to doing nothing else but watch WWE. I love it that much. So I'm okay with the 2 nights of SummerSlam, but does it not feel like SummerSlam to some of you? I just feel like a lot of these matches are kind of rushed, or there's not a much of a build to some of them or most of them. Like, of course, you got a couple in there that actually make sense. Like the Becky, Lyra, and Bayley stuff, that makes sense because that's been going on now for a little bit. But like, there's other matches that don't really give me the feeling of like, this is the biggest event of the summer. It doesn't feel that way to me. This is like summer's equivalent of WrestleMania. And it just doesn't feel that way to me. I know every single year when SummerSlam comes around, I'm pumped. I'm like, all right. And you get that feeling like, all right, SummerSlam is here. We're like 2 weeks away, and it still does not feel that way for me. Let me know if you feel the same way or if I'm just alone on this, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because they're adding more events and shows throughout the calendar year. Like Evolution happened just shortly ago. Saturday night's main event just happened shortly ago. It kind of seems like builds and hype went into those where it kind of took it away from SummerSlam. Whereas if there was nothing before SummerSlam, you have weeks and weeks to get you feeling like we are approaching SummerSlam. I don't know. Am I way off on this one? We got to mention the big thing that happened on Smackdown. It was what happened at the very last segment of Smackdown. The Cody Rhodes and John Cena feud. Cody Rhodes is out there ready to sign this contract, ready to get going. He cuts a promo. Ready. He's ready. He is in game mode. He's ready. John Cena comes out and quickly foils the whole thing. He says, look, I'm sorry, but I will not be able to compete at SummerSlam. I'm filming a movie with Netflix. Can't do it. Won't be able to make it. Sorry about it. But the thing I will give credit for John Cena's character, even though he is a heel, and a lot of people might think, oh yeah, he's just trying to cowardly back out of this, not do it, whatever. He still said, no, we can still do the match. It's just maybe it happens in Paris. I could see you in Paris, or we could do it somewhere else. But I just cannot do it for SummerSlam. Now, I don't know if this was all part of Cena's character where he's trying to play cowardly. It didn't come off that way to me as much. It kind of seemed like Cena, for what it's worth, I mean, it's hard to tell, but it kind of seemed like he was trying to be in character, genuinely sorry that he would not compete. Now, if the plan was for him to compete at SummerSlam all along, great, fine. But maybe they were trying to show us a little bit of a different side of Cena, saying, hey, even though he's a heel, he still feels a little bit of remorse. He feels a little guilty that he can't perform at SummerSlam, but he's still trying to give Cody his match, his title match. To me, I kind of looked at it like that a little bit. I could be way off on that, but the way I saw it was that. And I thought the interesting thing was, and pretty much the whole purpose of me making this video was that Cody Rhodes was acting a little differently. Cody Rhodes has been acting a little differently of late, I feel like. Cody Rhodes showed more aggression. He showed less patience. This man was not playing games. Like Cody showed, he is not effing around. He wants that title match. He wants it at SummerSlam. He disregarded completely John Cena's reasoning or excuse, whatever you want to call it. He did not care whatsoever. He said, hell no. You are having this match with me. So Cody attacks John Cena. He ends up forcing John Cena to sign the contract by grabbing John Cena's hand, puts a pen in it, and he's like, I'm going to sign your name for you, dude. So he signs John Cena's name on the contract, forcing Cena, no, you have to accept this no matter what. That, to me, does not seem like something a babyface would really do, especially when the guy who's supposed to be the heel in this whole thing is apologizing that he wouldn't not be able to perform at SummerSlam, and he's still granting Cody Rhodes a title match at a different time. To me, that seemed a little dickish from Cody Rhodes. I'm not going to lie. Like, is Cody Rhodes slowly transitioning into the heel? A lot of people pointed out some things. Cody Rhodes had the Rolex on his wrist. Cody Rhodes had some glasses that I don't think any of us really have seen Cody Rhodes wear. And people are linking the glasses and the Rolex to what The Rock was wearing. The Rock's glasses have been like that. The Rock handed Cody Rhodes that Rolex or whatever it may be. Are we seeing Cody Rhodes turn heel? Are we seeing Cody Rhodes sell his soul to The Rock finally? Did he finally take The Rock up on the offer? Is Cody Rhodes tired of getting screwed over and over again that he's going to sell out to The Rock and get the championship back from John Cena? Are we going to see a double turn? Will Cody Rhodes turn heel and will John Cena turn babyface? Remember, John Cena never admitted to selling his soul to The Rock. He's never done that. He's never said, me and The Rock are partnered up. Never. Despite what we saw when The Rock slit his throat with his fingers and John Cena turned on Cody, we still never got an explanation. And a lot of us are thinking, and me included, that we're never going to get one. Well, maybe this is it. Maybe this is somehow we get clarification. Because if you remember when John Cena first turned heel, he never mentioned that he sold his soul to The Rock. What he did mention was his disdain for the crowd, the audience, the fans. After all of these years, this was just a guy who was frustrated with the way fans treated him for over 20 years, that he reached his breaking point. That's what John Cena said. That's the whole purpose of why John Cena has acted the way he's acted. He never once said, yeah, me and The Rock are in cahoots, me and The Rock are linked up, I sold my soul to the guy, I got the title. No, because if you think about it, John Cena won the Elimination Chamber, so he got the title match regardless. So it's not like he had to sell his soul to The Rock for a championship match. Cena won the Elimination Chamber. He got the title match without having to sell his soul. So I know it's really silly to talk about, but I think we could maybe be seeing a double turn here. John Cena turning babyface, and maybe Cody Rhodes legitimately, actually sells his soul to The Rock to become WWE champion, and maybe this is the ride we're going to be on for the second half of the year. Quick little thing before we go, I watched for the first time ever my first ever TNA pay-per-view. Unbelievable. I can't believe it took me this long to watch it. I've always known of TNA. I've watched TNA here and there when I was younger. I kept up with it for the most part, and I still kind of do for the most part. I'm not going to lie and tell you that I know every single thing that goes on. I know every single person there. I don't. But I keep up with as much as I keep up with. I'm not completely ignorant to the product. And especially now with them partnering up with WWE, I thought maybe I should start paying a little more attention to TNA just in case. So you saw a lot of NXT people during the Slammiversary pay-per-view for TNA. I just want to say, generally speaking, overall, I enjoyed Slammiversary. I thought it was a good pay-per-view. One thing, or a couple of things I want to point out. The backstage audio is a little off for me. I don't know if that's just a one-time thing. I don't know if this is something they deal with regularly. But I feel like I paid for a pay-per-view. I paid $40 for this pay-per-view. I kind of expected the quality of everything to be a little bit better than what it was. Now, I don't know if this is a normal occurrence for TNA, like I said, or if this was just a night where things maybe be a little off. But it's not like it ruined the show for me, because it did not at all. I enjoyed the show. But I thought a couple of backstage segments I couldn't really hear that well. And I had my TV up. Like, it was up, because I want to hear. And then the other thing was the whole Ash by Elegance backstage segment, which I thought, when I was watching, I was like, wait, is this part of the show? Is this part of the gimmick? Is this part of the segment? Is this supposed to be happening? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we went to a backstage segment with Ash by Elegance, and it's like you could hear off camera, like the production crew, producer, floor director, whoever it may be, shouting out cues like, all right, stand by, we're about to do it, 3, 2, like, ready, go. And then they all snapped into character. Now, I didn't know if that's part of the gimmick or if that was a legit mistake. So I went on Twitter to look at it live while I was watching, and a lot of people were ripping into it. So I was like, okay, so maybe this is not a normal thing. Maybe this doesn't normally happen. So I thought that was funny, but it was also very awkward. And I'm like, damn, I wish this didn't happen, because I want TNA to succeed. I want them to be great. And this just was not a great look for them. But, whatever. It's pro wrestling. It's live TV. Things are going to happen. But overall, I am happy for TNA. They set a record, an attendance record, which is wild to me. The attendance record they set in North America, 7,600 people in attendance. I thought they would have passed that a long time ago. It really just shows you the resilience that TNA has had for over 20 years. I mean, it's not like they're AEW where they have loads and loads and loads and loads of money, because they didn't. I remember there were times where people in TNA were saying they weren't getting their paychecks or they were getting them late. But TNA has found a way to survive and stick through it, and now I feel like they're thriving more than ever, and it's evident. They sold out, or I shouldn't say sold out, but they had 7,600 people at Slammiversary, and that was the record of any of their shows in North America ever. I thought that's a fantastic thing. I'm happy for TNA. I'm happy for them. I want them to do well, and I want this partnership to go well. So far, I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's exciting to watch TNA talent come to NXT and vice versa. I love it. So happy for them. Very cool to see AJ Styles show back up in TNA for that night. I thought it was great. It got me pumped to hear that song again. And I remember him mentioning on Chris Van Vliet interview a while back that he heard that song for 11 years every single week, and it got annoying, so he doesn't want to hear it again. But to see him come out with it again, Very cool. Very happy to see that. All right, my friends, I appreciate you checking out this video. Please give it a like. It does a lot for me. And also, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel if you love WWE content. It's great people over here. Great people. In the comments, we all talk. We get along. We watch the shows together. It's truly a great time. I want to get as many wrestling fans on this channel as possible. So if that's you, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, let me know your thoughts, and I get back to comments. I really do. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody. Enjoy Monday Night Raw. If you're going to join the stream with me, I can't wait to see you there. Until we eat again, though, my friends, as always, stay bitter.